Morning. Late start this morning. Turned over a little bit. Just do it. Before you know where you are, it's that time. But anyway, I'm at that age where sleep doesn't come naturally anymore. You spend half the night wandering about the house, and then when you should be getting on with things, you're still in your bed. But anyway, tickling stick, feather duster, extendable. Wife's wanting it sorted. I thought I'd tickle your fancy this morning, like, you know. I just wanted to see what I can do with it anyway. I don't know what to do with it. Ken Dodd, there you are, there a man that made a fortune out of a tickling stick. Funny, well, I don't really know, but what can you say? It's, I thought, what I'm going to show you is, this is just of interest. This might be of interest to somebody out there. I've got something to make up, and it's these things here. I found them over the past 2 or 3 years on the shore. Sometimes I have a walk along the shore. I don't do it very often nowadays. I used to be a bit of a beachcomber at one time. See what got washed up, but these are the part of hydrothermal vents, and they occur. I'll show you this one. This one's probably the better one. This is the more interesting one. This one, but this is one that I'll show you because you can see the detail on it far better. These are found on the fissures in below the sea, where the tectonic plates join each other. The Earth's crust made up of. These are what they call, must be, black smokers. They only occur at certain points, and I had to read up a bit about it. I knew roughly what they were. You watch all these programs that nobody else watches in the house, like, you know, things that interest me about the planet we live on. What are you watching again? You're watching that again? So I've not seen that one before. You must have, if you've watched a whole bit. No, I love the whole thing, like, you know. It's fascinating business. Anyway, get back to it. These are parts of black smokers that have been washed on to the beach. And I knew I seen them straight away. I've cut the bottom off this one. I was down at a friend of mine's last night who's still got his compressor and airline and everything, Alec, and blew all the line outside. Blew all the dust and sand and various other things and gave a good blast off for me, clean it up. These are, I'm now going to have to look for, anyway, before we get on to that, these are, I take it from the Mid-Atlantic fissures, which is based, and I'm led to believe it's based between Greenland and Norway. It's the only place close enough that I would think that they'd be washed up on our shore, on the east coast of Scotland here. It's the only thing I can think they're from. They've been broken off and bobbed about in the sea for a long time and then washed in. This one's slightly different. They're made up of composites. I could remember all the bits and pieces they're made up, but they're very pumicy, porous-like structure altogether. This one, extremely light. This one, a little bit different. This has got like a centre core to it that has been a smoker, but this is put up stuff that's very different. Very, very different. Almost lava-like in a way. And it reminds me of a piece of lava that I used to have. Got cleared out at one time. And it had, it was an interesting piece, but it's there no longer, so that was that, like, you know, hunt as I may have. The other stuff I've got is lying there, but I collect all these things. How I get, that's why I need a jacket, a good jacket with big pockets at times, and sometimes I come back loaded out with things going in. But it's of interest. I love it. I love it all. And anyway, I'm now going to have to look. This is going to a marine biologist friend that I know who doesn't spend long in the country, but I meet her occasionally, and we have long and very, very knowledgeable women who we'll have some marvellous conversations. And her part anyway, at me, I have difficulty keeping up because I just don't know as much, and I can remember as much as I used to be able to remember. Right? So it tends to be one-sided, and I get her started on something, and she's got great love for the whole thing. Her main thing is whales, or research. It's all research work mostly, and she travels all certain parts of the world for long periods, and it's only occasionally we bump into each other, and very, very nice, very interesting woman. So I'm now going to have to go and look for a piece of driftwood to mount this on. I'm going to give her this one. This is, once it's coated with something, I'm not just sure, I'll stick some varnish on it, try it, see what I don't really know actually. I've not really done this kind of thing, put anything on these before, but it's certainly something to seal it. So it'll probably do that, and mounted on a nice bit of driftwood will be very nice. So now I need to go at some point the next 2 days and find myself a bit of driftwood. The last bit of driftwood I had, beautiful find it was. The son were out for a wander, and he likes to wander along the shore too. And I clocked it, I went, oh, it's a beauty that. And he says, what are you going to do with that? I said, I don't know. I said, wasn't it far to go to the car? I said, I'm going to carry it, I'm going to take it with me. Oh, I'm not doing much with that. I said, well, it's interesting, it's off a ship. I knew it was off a ship of some kind. It had the holes and bits and pieces. It was a fair chunk, you know, and I could tell that it was off a wooden ship of some type. But I said, I'm going to have that, so I'm not going to leave it, like, you know. And so I took it. He took pity on me and carried it back for me, which was, I know I was struggling, but it just said, look, Dad, I'll get that for you. I said, right, okay, fair enough, like, you know. So it hung about for a little while, and I decided that I would do something with it and just create one of these sculpture things. So I had another bit of wood that was suitable and shaped it off. And it had certain shape to it, and we basically fixed one to the other, cleaned it all off, gave it 2 real licks of varnish, and it says, but now I says, stick it on Gumtree. You'll never sell that. I said, well, I don't know. I said, there's an uncertain in this life, so I'll have a shot at it. So I stuck it on Gumtree. I put it on it, £65. Oh, nearly stuff. And believe it or not, within 2 or 3 days, I had a phone call from a chap on the west coast of Scotland there, Airway, asking about this, about the size of it and everything else. I put kind of sizes in, but it was just wanting to check out. And I says, oh right, okay. He says, listen, he says, have you interest in it? I said, well, not really. I said, I'll tell you the truth, I've not had any real interest. I said, you're the first person to phone about it as such. I could have made up a story that, but I'll not do that with that. So he says, look, I'll be in Edinburgh in 2 or 3 days' time. He says, can I have your address and postcode? He says, no. Is it alright if I pop in and see that? I said, certainly. I says, you can do that, like, you know. Anyway, it duly arrived on the day given. Extremely nice chap. A retired dentist who, looking for something to do with his pension, had decided to buy a holiday home in Ayr. He wasn't from Ayr, he was from Glasgow. I thought he was from Ayr, but he was from Glasgow, and he had bought a holiday cottage in Ayrshire somewhere on the coast, and was looking for something to add to the living room. Give it that kind of driftwood feel, driftwood fuel, haulage fuel. Anyway, I said, well look, this is travelled this far. He was searching for the £5. I said, look, we'll scrub the £5. I says, I'll take the 60. Is you sure? He says to me. I says, yes, I am. He says, and he says, what is it you do anyway? So I brought him down here. I know, he was fascinated by it all, like, you know. And we had a real interesting conversation. He was a real interesting man, like, you know. And it's amazing how things can actually throw you in a particular direction. We're not going to do any work there again. This is just a quick thing to let you see this guy, because it'll take me a little bit of time to do. Plus, I'll need to go and have a wander along the beach, which will be a real hardship, like, you know. I get the tide right, it'll be fine, like, you know. Right? But so he took it away, and he was dead chuffed with it and that. And so it just shows you what you can do. Right? And I was also working on one of the videos there. I was talking about the Shawnee thing. Now, this one I did because I was looking at trying to do a more stylised version of the one that he is doing. The one that he is doing is anyway, but I'm going to do this one, and I'm going to do one similar to the very rough cut shaped one that is on the market right now. But the tendency for me is to try and make it a better version of what's there. You've got to go back and cut back into, you know, and do it as it is. So, but I will do this. I will make it a rough cut version of the thing, and it will be. But we'll get there. But I'm not going to run over this time because I don't like this trying to edit things out and whatnot. But I thought you'd like to have a look at the vents, and if you're ever wandering along the beach. It's amazing what you find at times and what gets washed up. But this one's the most interesting of the two. But that's the one I'll probably mount up, find a nice bit of driftwood for it, mount it up, and I'm sure she'll love it. Anyway, we'll catch you. We'll hopefully get back to some work at some point. There's still got these sticks hanging around, still a little further forward. But I need to get out of my bed in the morning. Anyway, we'll catch you later. Cheers.